do it right now. What do you expect that cape to tell you? It can't talk?
Oh, sometimes capes can talk in small ways. Little telltale signs that you can see if you look at it very closely.
Oh, Sarah, please don't aggravate me today. It's been a very critical day for me.
Why?
Just came from seeing Jeff, you know.
I know. I saw him, too. Did he tell you what he wanted? He wouldn't say anything at all to me.
He's trying to convince my doctor that there's nothing wrong with me. He's insisting that they release me from this place.
And leave me behind.
No. Sarah, you know I'd never do that. But he's demanding that they let me out of here. Since he's a doctor, he'll probably get his way.
Well, it's okay, because if you're still sick when you leave here, then you'll go to someplace else, which you'll like better. And I'll miss you a lot, but then maybe I could get transferred too, and then it would be a lot of fun, and we could get together again like some kind of a high school reunion or something.
Sarah, will you please try to concentrate? I have a terrible problem on my hands.
I'm sorry. Okay, tell me, what's the matter?
It's my baby. Jeff says that he found him, but he wants to have him with him.
Oh, you can't blame him for that. Father love is almost as important as mother love, and unless your father doesn't like you. It's not that my father didn't like me, it was just that he was very strict. It just seemed that way. So... Oh, I'm sorry, Heather. Here you are talking about yourself, and I'm just sitting here talking about me. I'm sorry. What were you saying?
I was talking about my baby. I wanted to have him with me. And now who knows what the future will bring.
It's so hard to tell sometimes.
Yes, it certainly is. But if you want your dreams to come true in the future, if you want to come and live with Jeff and me someday, you better forget all about that cape and the stolen nurse's uniform and the cap and the shoes and everything else.
All right, Heather. I'll try. But how can I forget about that gun?
Here you are. Coffee black.
Thank you very much.
You're very welcome.
It's good. It's hot.
Mm-hmm. You know, you really did think of everything. I have never seen such a well-stocked kitchen in my whole life.
I wanted to make sure that if you needed anything at all, it would be there.
It's there.
I'm going to spoil you rotten. You give me half a chance.
You can have the whole chance. I love the idea of it.
I mean it. There isn't anything in this life that you can't have anymore.
Alan, can I really have Mount Rushmore?
It's already on the way. Just took a little bit longer to be wrapped than I expected.
You. What have I done to deserve all this?
You never asked for anything.
You know, when I'm with you, I feel so protected, so secure.
You are. You're that, and you're worshipped, and adored, and liked a great deal.
I'm glad we have the whole day to spend together. And I'm really glad that it's beginning of poor Charles' week. That way nobody's going to miss either one of us.
Super, isn't it? Not a soul's going to know. It's like being lost in the middle of the Mardi Gras.
Alan, are you sure Monica won't call New York and try to get in touch with you? Or your father or your cousin?
No, I've covered my tracks very well indeed. And Dad and Alex don't really much care what I'm doing. And without a doubt, the same can be carved in stone about Monica.
It's such a pity. I will never understand how she could help but love someone as wonderful as you are.
Well, thank you.
I mean it. I guess some women just don't know what they have or appreciate what they have.
Well, not all of them do, luckily.
No, not all of them. hungry in the slightest bit?
I'm starving.
Okay.
I'm starving. Making love gives me such an appetite.
It's supposed to satisfy one.
I've always been backward.
Ah. Well, since you were forward enough to stock the refrigerator, I will make us breakfast.
Oh, nice. What are you going to make?
Uh-oh. Are you a finicky eater?
No, I just want to know what you've got in store for me.
Ah. Well, let's see. How about, eggs, waffles, pancakes, bacon, sausage, orange juice, and a brioche?
Well, that'll be nice to start with. What are you going to eat? Don't think that I'm not satisfied with you, because I am.
If you let me go, we're never going to eat.
Do you promise to come back to me very quickly?
As fast as I can.
Okay.
I don't think I'm going to like being away from you at all. Not even from here to the kitchen.
Why don't you just make coffee and toast, then that way you'll get back sooner?
Alan, I'm just so happy. Save my place. I'll be right back.
I just can't get over this house. I didn't realize last night the whole place is furnished so completely and beautiful.
That's actually the way I leased it, and that's the way I intend to buy it. I just didn't know whether you were going to like everything and everything.
I love it.
I'm glad. If you don't want something, throw it out. If you do want something, buy it. I mean
don't
it.
believe it. What a life. My very own candy store.
I want this place to be ours. I want it to be private. I want it just to belong to us. Okay. This looks wonderful.
Well, I am not a bad cook, actually. A little out of practice at the moment. I've been living off of pizzas at the disco for so long.
No more of that.
Oh, really? It's going to be nice to have somebody to cook for, though. It's not much fun cooking for yourself.
I'll come to dinner as often as I can. You can practice all your exotic recipes and anything else you want on me.
Sounds like fun.
That's what I want this all to be. It's fun. Very solemn. Very serious fun. Because I'm not kidding around.
I'm not either. Can we talk seriously for a minute?
For a minute.
We are making a commitment to each other, aren't we?
Oh, yes.
Well, I want to say something about that. I realize that you're a Quartermain, and I understand what that involves. I also am aware that your marriage to Monica is, well, it's a cornerstone of your life.
Only because we share a child.
For whatever reason, I respect it, Alan. And I want you to know that I am never, ever going to ask you for more than you want to give me. As far as time goes, you be with me when you can. And I want that time to be special for you and gratifying and wonderful and fun. And I don't ever want it to turn into an obligation or a chore for you. I'll just be here for you.
It's like a miracle. You know that? You're everything that any man could ever want. You're all things, all woman. I'm still so in awe of everything.
So am I.
Come in.
Hello, Heather.
Hello, Dr. Nelson.
I thought I'd stop by and see how you're feeling.
It's hard to say for sure. So many things happened this morning.
I know, it must have been very difficult for you.
Well, not really. I mean, I was very happy to hear what Jeff had to tell me. I mean, it sounds like he's definitely found our son. But it worries me to think that he feels I've lied to him all these years. I don't know. Maybe I have. I just don't know.
Well, that's something we can't be sure of until we break through this memory block of yours.
Please, Dr. Nelson, you've got to help me.
Heather, I want to.
You're the only one who can help me. The only one who can make me well again.
Heather, that's something we've got to do together. It isn't anything I could do alone.
Then we'll work hard on it together. I'm going to try as hard as I can to remember everything, every little detail, no matter how terrible or painful it is. Because I know it's the only way I'm going to get well and be released from this place. I don't want to go home again to Jeff and my son.
Now, wait a minute, Heather. I don't want you to build your hopes up too high about that. As I understand it from what Jeff said, there's still not definite proof that he has found your son.
But those footprints, he said they were identical.
I know what he said, but he's not an expert. I simply don't want to build your hopes up and have them dashed again. Now, please, don't set your heart on seeing your son just yet.
But I already have. He means so much to me. I want my little boy so badly.
We'll see. Let's just wait and see, huh?
We've been worried about you.
I'm sorry. I got here as soon as I could. Why? I'm drained, as a matter of fact.
How'd you like to sit down and have some hot chocolate? That's what we've been having, and it's made fresh now.
I'd like that a lot. Thank you.
Were you able to get to see her? I tried to explain all the details to Leslie.
I'm still in shock, I think.
You're not the only one, Leedy. I've been walking around in a daze.
What happened?
No, wait. Give him a second. Take a deep breath.
Thank you.
Well, did you talk to Heather?
No, actually, what I did is yell at her to the point where they almost threw me out of the sanitarium. I told her what I thought, what I suspected, and what I knew for certain.
Jeff, you could have done a lot of emotional damage if you were
Rick,
wrong.
you don't have to tell me that. I know. As a doctor, I behaved very badly. As a human being, maybe it was a little more forgivable.
Well, did you get any information? Did she tell you anything?
No, of course not. She's still clinging to that I'm a little girl who can't remember anything act of hers.
Are you absolutely sure it's an act?
Yes, Leslie, I am. I think she's been faking the amnesia all along. And I think Cal Jameson was absolutely right. She's known where Stephen Lars is.
Why'd she behave that way?
To keep me from finding out what she was really up to. I think she gave that baby up for adoption to get her hands on some kind of money. I mean, she was in New York, she was sick, she was broke, and if she didn't engineer the whole thing, she certainly let herself be talked into it. What I have to do now is get a hold of Lee Baldwin and find out if the whole thing is entirely legal.
I'm sure it would be. Lee doesn't do anything any other way.
Well, that's probably true. But something went rotten somewhere along the line.
All right. Now, in the meantime, you have to realize that you can't go around throwing those kind of scenes that you did today. And you've also got to think about Diana. She's been hurt so much, Jeff. We've got to try and keep her from being hurt too much more.
Leslie, I don't want to hurt anybody. But I'm going to get my son back, and I don't care what I have to do to get him.
Jeff, I understand how you feel.
Rick, I don't think you do. I really don't. I'm desperate, damn it, desperate.
All right, look, just calm down, all right? The first thing we're going to do is go down to the police station. Ramsey's been advised he's got an expert that can help identify those prints and see if they match up. Now, if we can prove without a shadow of a doubt that PJ and Stephen Lars are the same, then we've got proof.